The market moves lower and bounces as expected. Is the bottom in? This is Invest with Jacob. Okay, guys, so in yesterday's video, we talked about the fact that the market should push lower and then bounce, and that's exactly what we saw. The market moved lower, breaking Monday's low, and then bounced into the afternoon session. Now the question is the bottom in? I'll get into that in just 1 second, but first, if you're new here, welcome to the show, guys. My name is Jacob Gabbard, and this is Invest with Jacob, where we use Elliott Wave Theory to break down the SP 500 and the NASDAQ. I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can get our daily S&P updates, our trade setups, and our buy alerts. All right, guys, before I jump into the charts, I just want you to know that our Elliott Wave course for beginners is killing. You can see on the screen some more testimonials are coming in. People are loving the course. It takes a very complex subject matter, makes it clear and concise, as the testimonials can confirm. So if you are interested in learning that or becoming part of our winning team, stay tuned for later in the video. For now, let's jump into the chart and take a look. Okay, guys, so here we are on the 1-hour futures chart for the S&P 500. As you can see, we got that move lower we were looking for. It was a quick sell-off. I did tell my group this was a diagonal moving up this C wave here. And so we got the quick sell-off. They made a low, came up a little short of our target, and then started to bounce. But we did get a potential fifth wave down. So there are two potentials that we're tracking here. One would be that we've completed 5 waves down. This is the bottom, and we're moving higher. In that scenario, we would need to push over this 45.41 high, the 1.0 extension. We would want to push over that in a corrective form. Then you'd want to pull back and then push higher into our target area. Then we'd look for a continuation to the downside from there. And then that structure will be important, whether it's 3 or 5 waves. Okay, so that's scenario 1. The bottom is in for the short term. Scenario 2 is that this move down was wave 3 of 3. This is wave 4 of 3. This would be all of wave 3. So in other words, this bracketed 3 would move over to where 5 is. You'd get a wave 4 that holds under 45.41. And then you'd look for a fifth wave down back toward that 44.63 target to complete the overall move. So this wave 4 here, this bracketed wave 4, is important because of corrective depth theory. Corrective depth theory tells us that once we have a wave 4 in place, especially a wave 4 of 3, like this one appears to be wave 4 of 3 right here, the next wave 4 should stay below that number. And so we got this push up to the 764, which is standard, pull down, push up, which is standard to the 1.0, and a pull back down. And now if they're going to make this into a wave 4, okay, then it should theoretically stay under this 45.41 high. If it pokes above it or it double tops, that's okay, but you don't want to see it up here at the 764 at 45.61. You want to see it below or basically at this price, and then another move down towards 44.63. So the primary, and we'll see why on the NASDAQ, is that we have bottomed and we are looking back up. So I didn't put the numbers on there yet, and the reason is I wanted to show you how to draw them in. You use the fib retracement tool here. You click on that, you click where you started and where you went to, and that gives you your target, or targets, I should say. The minimum target is generally the 50% retrace at 45.58, and the maximum you want to see is the higher 764 retrace here at about 45.9850. So basically 45.60 to 4600 is our target area for this bounce. And you can get that number a little more refined once you get A and B in place. Once you have that, you can use your tool off the bottom to draw from the bottom to the top and then back to the bottom of the next wave. And you would target the 1.0. So in this case, in this fictitious AB I have drawn, it would target 45.74, which is the 1.0 extension of waves A and B in this case. So that's just a couple little tips on how to draw these things in there. All of this is taught in the Elliott Wave course I mentioned earlier in the video, and we'll show you how to get later in the video. All right, over on the NASDAQ. So on the NASDAQ, we said we should push down to that 1236 at 15,204. They basically did that, came up just short of it, but then the 50 moving average is also right here, 50-day moving average. So they bounced off of that and started higher for now. And what we look for on the NASDAQ is very similar to the ES. The difference is the NASDAQ is in a wave C to the downside, whereas ES is more of an impulsive-looking move. The NASDAQ can morph into a diagonal, but until it proves itself, this is a corrective move. So What we would look for here is an ABC up that holds under this wave 4 high right here at about 15,478, and then one more push down into that 15,120 area to complete the move C wave down on NASDAQ, and then move back up to the blue box in an ABC type move. Now this blue box is a target for the B wave or wave 2, just kind of depending on what plays out. And as I've said throughout the last couple days, coming out of this blue box, if it's 3 waves, it's actually bearish. Now, normally a 3-wave structure is bullish, but in this case, we're tracing out a diagonal where every wave is 3 waves. And you would expect this to be a zigzag where you'd have an A, B, and a C wave down, and C waves are usually 5 waves. So if it's going to be a standard ABC pattern, you would look for 5 waves. If it's going to be a diagonal, you'd look for 3 waves to make a lower low. Okay, then you'd look for 3 waves up in 4, 3 waves down in 5 to give you that leading diagonal. That gives you kind of a drawn line like this. Okay, and if that's the case, we should see a pretty good buyback on the NASDAQ, back up into this blue box again, and then down from there. But that's getting a little ahead of ourselves. The first thing we need to do is see the bounce back up toward that blue box. So again, NASDAQ's 2 potentials are we've already made our low, and we're going to make an ABC up into the blue box from where we are right now, or that we are going to stay under this wave 4 high, make an ABC up under it, and then come back down into the 15,120 region to give us a 5th wave down on C. Because of the 50 moving average and we hit our target on the NASDAQ, the primary count on both charts is that we have bottomed, and we should see a little bit of a bounce back toward this blue box. Diagonals are difficult structures, and so we don't give them credit until they play out. But remember, out of this blue box, a 1, 2, 3 is bearish, a 5 is bullish. Guys, if you love the information that I put out in these videos and you want real-time market updates from me, you need to check out investwithjacob.com. There's a link down in the description. Go ahead and click that link. It will take you right over to the website. Once you're there, check out our membership plans area. We have 2 incredible monthly plans, and they both come with a 7-day free trial because I want you to get in there, make sure you love it, and become part of our trading team before you ever spend a penny. You can cancel at any time. We also have our Elliott Wave for Beginners course that I've talked about throughout the video. You saw the testimonials. It is helping people out. It is a clear, concise way to understand a difficult topic, and it will give you a great understanding of Elliott Wave. It is 25 videos. There's an introduction where I go over the expectations, mindset, why Elliott Wave works, and what you need to know about Elliott Wave in order to apply it. I give you every tool that you need on your chart and tell you how to use them along with Elliott Wave to confirm different market tops, different turns, different levels, all the different things you'll look for on here. These tools are very valuable and how to use them with Elliott Wave. And then the third part is the Elliott Wave for Beginners, where we go through each wave, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and ABC. It's a beginner's course, so we don't necessarily go through diagonals and triangles and things like that, but the advanced course will be coming soon. In each wave, I tell you what the targets are, how to find the targets, how to use the tools to find the targets, and know when your waves confirm or fail. It's an excellent course for you to finally understand the market instead of trying to understand the news cycles. Now, the cool thing about this course is it is included in both of my rooms. So if you want to become a monthly member, you automatically get this course for free. In my first room, the Invest with Jacob room, you get all of my real-time market updates, all of my buy and sell alerts, all of your Elliott Wave questions answered, a midday video where I go over exactly where we are in the counts and what to expect, as well as the training material you just saw. We trade the SPY and the QQQ, and we swing trade, which means our trades can last anywhere from a few days to a few months. So we don't trade quite as often as a day trading room does. However, if you are interested in day trading as well as individual stocks, you need to check out PT's Throne Room. In there, you get everything you get in the Invest with Jacob room, as well as individual stocks, day trading, and PT's reduced risk binary method that absolutely crushes the market. He gets you in at a cheap price and gets you big multiples on your money, and it's how he structures the trade that's so unique. Something you kind of have to see to understand, and that's another reason we give you that 7-day free trial. He also started a challenge account where he put $4,000 into an account, trading mini ES futures, averaging 3 to 4% gains per week, showing you how to build a small account into a large retirement or savings account. Guys, we would love to have you in these rooms. so we can all make money together. All right, key takeaways for today. We have two potentials we're tracking. From the low, we have to stay under this 45.41 area, and we could push down towards 44.63. However, if the low is in, we would look for an ABC back up towards 45.58 to 45.98. Over on the NASDAQ, same type of setup, except we're in an ABC for now, and we would look for an ABC back up. If the bottom is in, we would look for an ABC back up toward the 15,642 to 15,865 region. If not, we would look for them to stay under this wave 4 high and then push down to the 15,120 area. Guys, that is the market update for today. I will talk to you tomorrow.